We got an issue. I don't know how long it's had an issue, but
I also own a farm.
here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. We got Tyler with us. I used to live with Tyler. He's been here a few times. We got an inch of rain, which is less than ideal. What we're gonna do this morning is set up, get ready to go spray, because we can spray on some of the ground. I don't think I want to spray some of my ground right today. Let it dry out maybe this evening. But white truck, we are gonna put all the totes on it. We got 5 of them. We're gonna get them strapped down and set up, and we will fill them with water, fill the sprayer with water, go up. That should give us about, I don't even know, I'm going off the top of my head, 75, about 80, 90 acres of spraying, so we can get majority of the one farm done, and then we got to come back, fill up some more, but that's easy enough with the truck. It moves right along. So appreciate you guys, and let's get going. We're gonna see how strong we really are. So Tyler and I lived together. It would have been freshman to sophomore year. I was helping out a buddy's farm, living at his place. It was a wild time. Good time. So he's a plumber, does big things. I was explaining to them about our wild times when we lived together.
Always calm and cool. Fire it up. Came here to get a break from plumbing. I wind up filling totes with water, kind of ironic. It's okay. Team Duff. Put this down, unkink this hose, man down, again. There was a malfunction with the hose, we'll edit that part out. Turns out these are extremely powerful under a full load, and you should not try to unkink them.
Hey, is the drain shut?
Probably not. Are they all open?
I don't know, they might be open.
Okay, round 2 again. We'll get it, YouTubers. You can hang in there with us. Back in action.
Got all the totes filled, and we're 3/4 full and ran out of fuel. I kind of figured that was gonna happen. Just my luck. I said it when we first started. That was the issue. Thought about it. Okay, so we're pumping out of the pond, and there's a ton of fish just swimming around. Like, pretty wild. And we are off. We got enough on board for 2.5 loads of spray. which will put us in an okay spot. We can come back and get the same thing. And yeah, appreciate Tyler called me up yesterday and he said, hey, what are you doing? I'm coming out to see you. And so awesome friend. Like I said, we used to live together. We had a lot of fun together. But Saturday, I figured it was going to be rainy most of the day, and the weather just, it poured this morning, but it's 11 o'clock right now. We're set up, ready to run. So we're going to hammer out some ground. I might send them on some parts runs for me so that we can be really, really good, but yeah, we'll make it happen. This corn's kind of just doing its thing. Landowner did go through and mow the trail out. That was on my list of things to do, but we're gonna get this stuff sprayed off. Everything over at this farm sprayed off today is the plan. We got this and then everything on the other side of the road. So I am loaded up with water. Uh-oh. Did Tyler take those off? He must have taken them off. Hey, you got the hoses? I hope he took them off, otherwise they slid off and they're in the road. That would not have been good. So we got 1,250 gallons of water, or just about. Ideally at some point we'll set up like we used to have. That red trailer, we took the tender off and we put a water tank on it and a mixing chamber on it, and we were able to load sprayer very quickly. But this is going to work for right now. We'll have to make one trip back, fill these up, and that will be all the water we need over here. So we'll get the hoses set up that way. I'm going to send them on a little mission in life, and then what are you doing? Well, we'll get this cleaned up. So the outside rows of everything is not as good, but that's usually how it is, especially broadcast seating and stuff like that. But pump's ready to go, hoses are ready to go. I'll go get sprayers, start spraying. So we're pretty much going to use all this water over here, and then we'll probably move to the other road. We'll fill up, move to the other road, and then be good to go. Tyler's headed out to run some errands for me. We are loaded up with spray. It is agitating right now. Hopefully by the time he gets back, we can move the truck back, and him and I will fill it up with water. So we're gonna get going. It is agitating. I got what I needed for source, and yeah, everything else is in the other truck. So I waited. We came back to fill this with spray. I didn't want it to sit, so that is why I kept the source here. Whew. It's humid outside, but boy, is the AC working good, even on low. Should we kick it to high? Oh, it was on high, but you can do purge, so we'll leave it on. When we do update this cap kit, we will update to the new style, because these are loose and they swing around, so you can get the 6-port one that blows better, and it's tan. But yeah, 4640. Let's go make this happen. And we are spraying. Somebody asked me, they said, oh, it's really not that bad, why don't you just cultivate it all? Well, honestly, I don't think we'd do that great at it. Especially on any of the ledge rock ground. Uh-oh, Drew's got a little close here, running over corn. That is why a 60-foot sprayer would make more sense at this moment, and between two rows. That way I get right to the edge, but two planter sections. Yeah, like that. So at the end of the day, cultivating would work in some spots, but not all. So, spraying is a much better alternative, especially for the cost of chemicals nowadays. Yeah, there's a cost to them, but diesel isn't free either, and running cultivator takes more time, and we are not organic corn. I know somebody wrote, oh, that looks like organic corn too. I don't know, it looks pretty good for organic corn if that's the case. I'll take organic corn price, but we're not organic, because clearly we are spraying. hate running over corn, but it's part of it in the layout we got right now. I did 4 passes on these headlamps, I guess. So it should take just about 3 loads for everything over here on this side of the woods and road. Yeah, that got a little weedy. This is the stuff that I chisel plowed. Or it was grass and I chisel plowed it. Around and then we'll go back and forth and get it all done. We got an issue. I don't know how long it's had an issue, but so that's split. So they were spraying. I don't know if I got a screwdriver with me. Oh my God. So Tyler's gonna be pumped. He goes, you need to carry one of these. I don't know what they're actually called. Gerber. And he goes, you're gonna need this. And one day you're gonna say, I need a screwdriver, and you'll be okay, Tyler, you're gonna like this one. So some of this might have to get hit with a little bit of spray. I looked back and I was like, ooh. So I don't know how long in this row. It's not super wet, but we'll cut this, go back to here. This hose is a little flimsy, but yeah, Tyler. So he works for himself. I don't know how any of this works. He works for himself. There we go. And he does plumbing. Oh, there's a screwdriver. So he's been, oh, it's a flathead. He's very, when I met him, he was flipping house. We lived in a house that he eventually flipped, but it was a pretty run. It was pretty well disaster. The lady broke in and cut the water bed and stuff like that. Gorgeous house. I don't even know how many bedrooms was in it. But okay, knife. There's a knife. This should open more, I think. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, yeah, I gotta wash your hands after this. Didn't even think about that. There we go. Now it opens all the way. Wicked sharp knife. Cut that real straight. Yeah, we might have to put a different hose on this at some point. It's a little swelled up. But Tyler ran to town, got me a bunch of stuff that I needed on my list. He basically told me, I'm here to do whatever you need. Which I don't, as we all know, I do a lot by myself, but I appreciate that. So we'll have to look back and see if any of this got killed later on, or if we got to come back in and just spray a section, which will be less than ideal because we will not have this sprayer. Once I get done, it's going back to the Kevin and Eric who let me borrow it. Huh. Once I figure out how to actually use all this, oh, it's on both sides. That's it. Okay. Jerry-rigged it. The worst part is I don't have a toolbox on the tractor because they're on the saddle tanks and I never put it back on the tractor. So we do have a toolbox on the sprayer though. Okay, we'll get ourselves loaded up. Got 4 passes left in this field, so we're right on the money as far as usage. And I figured Tyler would be back by now. He got me everything I needed. He said en route. So is this the perfect setup? No, but sure beats what we used to do. So we'll suck this one down, switch over to that one. I should have got a smaller hose, or next year a reel. Makes it nice and easy. Less hose, I guess it would be. But it works. Both of them about empty. Yep. Tyler's got it filled up, so we got another load and a half that we got available here. And that will give us, so another load will get us all done here on this side. The half is just a bonus. So I'll take this out, put that in there so we don't lose any prime. Oh, we got a few issues. That hose blew again, but luckily we got a plumber with us.
Got this.
And he's got a hose. So I did another round. I went into the next field, did the headlands, and fabbing it up. The pump has a slight leak to it now, which is not good. But we'll probably keep running and see. It needs some slack because it hangs.
Oh, yeah, whatever you're gonna do.
Like that. Hold on, I got my, what are they, Gerbers?
Gerbers.
Gerber.
They're the best.
You gotta get him as a partner of the channel now.
Already bailed you out once today.
Right? This is the third time.
Yeah.
This is the third.
Gonna have to hit it on this deal.
Are you? Watch the knife. Don't want to stab you. There we are. You come to hang out like that. Or stab myself. Why did I put that away? Still need it.
I got another one. I do it all day. Fixed.
Yep. Almost like we know what we're doing. Almost.
You have a little glove box in that tractor?
No, it's sitting on my saddle tanks.
I was gonna say, I'll take these off. Throw them in the tractor. Oh,
There's a toolbox on the sprayer though.
perfect. I'll take the pumps off. We'll throw them in there for now.
I don't know what I'm listening to right now, but
Lady Gaga.
it might be actually. I think it's the end of a different. Oh, it just stopped playing. It's the end of a different. Oh no, I'm watching Craftsman. Watching a T8 moving feed. Yeah. That should be good. We're good. We are cruising right along the acres. I will be very glad when all this is cleaned up. I don't think any of this is going to get more urea. Not at least over here. This stuff looks really good. Green. I guess we'll tell in a week or two when it's all sprayed off dead and how I feel about it. But I've yet to price out any urea, so nitrogen to help the plant grow. And we pulled it back this spring. Granted, this source is going to give it some kick. But at the end of the day, I figured we were missing about 50 units, maybe 60 units of nitrogen to really get it where we want it. Some of the wet spots on other farms, yes, it could use it, but are we going to put it there and then just have it stay wet all year? That's kind of the game. I should be just about out of spray when we wrap this up. We'll get filled up and do the 2 fields up above me. That's about 20 some acres. And then move to the other side. Yeah. Turn over a little corn. Gotta focus. Looking back to make sure the sprayer is good, and then for next year, something different. We need something that's more efficient for what we're trying to do. Hiring it in doesn't make any sense as far as the acres we're running and the long-term goal, the costs associated with it. The custom guys, I agree there's a cost to get it done, but yeah, we want to keep excelling at what we're doing and getting better every year. Well, I was pushing my luck and I got this one pass here that makes kind of a triangle, and well, we're out of spray, so I gotta go fill back up. We're pretty dialed as far as the usage. That was supposed to be 50 acres and we were supposed to get 24 acres out of a load or so, so I'm pretty close. I thought I had it all, but better safe than sorry. Go fill up and come back, run this same exact path, and then we'll jump to the backfields there. Okay, we are gonna get filled up with another load. Do our one pass. Tyler went and fueled up the rake tractor and the tether tractor. Yeah, we are empty. So let me mix up some contraptions, some cocktails, and get that filled. Drag the hose over, fill that up back and over here, then we'll go to the next fields. Okay, one empty, loading the other. I've got a bungee cord holding that on. Took a little bit of science to figure out exactly how to do this by yourself. I'm surprised Tyler's not actually back, but maybe I'm on a good rhythm. So I'll get that one emptied. That one's gonna get emptied. We'll go spray out back. We'll spray all that, come back down, and then we will fill up this last one into here. That way the sprayer will be over on the other road, and we can take this home, fill all this up, and we will be good. That is the plan, at least. So the pump's got a little bit of a leak to it. Can't do nothing about it now. It had some JB weld on it. It's spraying. So when we get it back to the farm tonight, we will probably try to fix that up. Uh-oh, hose is coming out. Stay in there. Let me slow this down. Stay in there, hose. Stay. Better go fix that. You like the AC? It's humid out there, but it's nice in here, bud. No chance of rain today. It's raining. Oh my God. Can I just get like a quick break? It's gonna pass right over, but it's not raining enough I should stop, but it's still frustrating enough that I'm supposed to be spraying and it's freaking raining. So if it rains too much, it just washes off any of the chemical. It's gonna move right past. It is gonna move right past. I promise. It's sunny right there. Well, I guess a tree fell down here. We'll have to remember that. Spray past it. So when we get in the combine, let's make sure we run into that, because that would be a good idea. I'm joking. Relax. Alrighty. Yeah, I planted some of these fields a little backwards compared to how I wanted to spray them. We're making it happen. A lot of grass growth, which I kind of figured. But this will burn it right down, we'll be good. The landowner here went through and trimmed all the trails back and whatnot. Appreciate that. We're just gonna sneak through. Once we get through this next small field where we almost got stuck with the 4640, and yeah, some grass growth. Once we get through here, we can leave the booms open. So we're gonna spray this, close up, get to the next one. We got about 12, maybe 13 acres of spray of product on us. So that puts us at about 40 acres left over here, which fill up the trailer, get it sprayed over here, get everything home. Makes for a good day. So last year we finished up spraying today, and I will have to agree that my corn, this corn consistency everywhere is much better than last year. Stand for plants is much better than last year. I wish we were a couple days ahead on spraying, but overall, compared to last year, I think we're in a better spot. And I'm hoping with the heat we have this year, and hopefully no Canadian forest fires, stuff like that, we are in a very good spot. And I fricked up right here. Look at how close that gets. We're gonna run some. That is part of the issue of the 45-foot booms. We gotta be offset. If it was a 60-foot boom, I'd be over 4 more rows and be really good. But I want to get right up to the edge of everything and overlap. We do got some wind that picked up, but we're spraying enough gallons per acre as far as water that we should be okay. This stuff out here looks a lot better than I thought. There is some yellow, well, not yellow, light green compared to dark green, but I think our end goal for what we're gonna put into this ground compared to what we need to get out of it to be cost effective, we will be okay with not putting more urea on. We're gonna see in the next week how it looks once everything's killed. I'll get this part over here sprayed off, planted in its own little square. There is quite some weed pressure. We'll make it happen. A little deer action. We are empty, so I need about 2 loads of spray and we'll be good to go. So Tyler went back to set everything up so that we can just run some more, and I will get up there and park up and wait for him. I cannot believe how good that timing was. Literally pulled up here, looked at my phone, and Tyler was here. Wow, we got this thing down. We got this whole fireman thing figured out. So that little Predator pump that we got from Harbor Freight, that not only has, it's a 3-inch, not only has washed out the manure tanks twice, cleaned the outside of it, but it's filling up totes for us, and boy was that quick. So we are gonna get moved back over there, get loaded up. I got about 2 loads of product that I need to spray, and we will be done. Yeah, you're not neglected, I can tell you that, you guys. Yeah, we got hay still sitting here. We got to see if it's getting moved or not. Bottom bales got a little wet. Outside bales are bleached from the sun, but next row in is real green again. Tyler's gonna back up. We're gonna load that hose, put the pump in, put the suction hose in, go back over, load up, and keep going. It's like 7:30, I'd say, by now. When we left, it was 7, so. Okay, so we got the LED lights on. Very pleased with it, so much better. We got a lot more light. Factory look. I gotta get this filled up. This is gonna be our last load here. Then we can get this back to the home farm. We got some fields around that we gotta do, but we're making it happen. Okay, we are loaded up. I'm a fan of the front lights. Back, we gotta adjust them. I think we can get a better coverage. But still, that's a lot better than the candlesticks. Look out, buddy. Woo, AC's good in here, bud. Yeah, so we got high beam, we got low beam, and then Tyler's back there still. So Tyler did go and get us a slice of pizza. It is 9:30 now, but we're gonna spray the last load over here and get this tractor home. The pump needs a little bit of love, it's leaking, and we'll get it all figured out. Who's texting me? Okay, so we will, yeah, GoPros never do as justice for nighttime lighting. There was fireworks going off right over there, but we will get this wrapped up here, and hopefully I get it all sprayed correctly. There is a square out back that may or may not have been planted. Actually, because we're gonna see it when we combine it, it did not get planted. One pass right in the middle. I don't know what happened, but ledge rock up through here. Can't do any tillage work on any of that. You just farm with it, and I'll keep hammering out. We got to wrap up this field, got to cross the road, and then this tractor's going home. So good feeling. Appreciate Tyler, appreciate my landowner mowing and doing all that stuff, because that does go a long way on property maintenance, and my plan was to come over. So it's always cool having good landowners like I have. All of my landowners are awesome, and I appreciate all of them. And I'd say most of them watch the channel. I'm trying to get back over to the other side. Most of them watch the channel, so they know what goes on either way. I did, is it Royal Spraying on Instagram? I'm gonna have to look it up for a second. So he was talking about how 50% of their crop that they ever spray, they spray at an angle instead of with the rows, which I was amazed by, but something I'm learning. So I got to get back, and we got to start zigging rows back and forth, but it kind of makes sense because you're going to run stuff over either way. But I want to make sure I got all of this corner before we go back and forth. I believe that's an Amish right there going by on the scooter. I do believe it. He had suspenders on when he went by previously. Okay, well, we have pump failure as far as the housing. And somebody had JB welded it at one point, and it lasted most of the day, to be honest. And then it started leaking bad. So that is why I got wrapped up there. Let's see, there we go. Gotta grab a red tool battery. You guys are stuck to stuff. So we got wrapped up there, and then now it's home. And it is a cast housing, but if you heat some cast up, we're gonna weld it. It's not under pressure. It's just JB Weld is not the proper fix for it. So for some reason there's plugs or something, and as you see, that's JB welded. And that was JB welded. So we're gonna pop that all off, get it heated up, weld it solid, and then this will be back to 100%. All right, we got that cleaned up. We're gonna heat it up, and then we're gonna mud gun it on. And if
Question, because of the sizes, do you have any washers you should throw on anything and try to glue them on, or you think you close it?
we can close it up. Once I get a good, there's no pressure. Like, we got 40 psi.
No, I get it. I'm just thinking that's a big gap. You must be fucking pretty good.
Mud gunning. I love mud gunning. Tyler's a plumber, not a welder.
Well,
I'm not either, so. But we could pretend that we're a welder some days. All right. Take on.
I used your gloves earlier and my exhaust broke. That's why I had to come back here. It was too hot to grab.
I bet it was. Right. So if you heat that up, yeah, then we can zoom in. See a ring around it. Around the rosy. Pocket full of
Posy.
Is it posy?
I think it's posy. Ashes, yeah, on that.
Might have to do a little grinding. Let that cool for a second. Anything's better than JB Weld, right?
I would just leave it fucking clumpy. It's not bothering anything in the back. Leave it fucking.
We might have to grind the other side if it pokes
Yeah,
out.
yeah, I know, but as that works, I could leave it.
There's one. Put the other one up. Let that cool. Grind those down a little bit. That one was a little more aggressive. And then throw it back together. Whew.
Do you have Teflon in here?
Yes. No.
I have it in my truck. That doesn't bother me.
I have it. It's in the manure. Oh, I got some in the manure truck.
I got some 5 feet from here.
Where's that? Okay. Tyler's gooping it right back up. Is that the proper tool for the job?
Yes. So a generous helping of the Mika gasket.
So sprayer worked good other than this issue and lines, but lines were good after we swapped that one out.
Plumbing trick to the rescue.
Plumbing trick. Service truck.
Yes.
So we'll get this back together and well, tomorrow's another day. Okay, so it's back together and tomorrow is another day of getting spraying done. We have that farm done, which is a big win. So all the fire ground, thanks to Tyler making it happen. We all appreciate it. But it's got to be midnight by now. So appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. We're probably gonna sleep a little bit and then wake up, do it all over again. So have a good one.